Sorry about that. I know it's time. I've got two of my actors just texted me and they're chatting with me. They got kicked out. So I was trying to buy myself a minute or two. Well, hello and welcome. I am so excited that you're here. Thank you, audience. So thankful. Was that a little too loud? My Alexa song? Sorry. I am JJ. I'm the drama teacher here at No Middle School. And we have been working our butts off in class, trying to get everybody caught up on how to be an amazing performer. This is our first time, my first time doing virtual shows. I did a sixth grade show January 6th with 66 graders. That was a very interesting time. And now this is the first time my seventh graders are doing a show. We have been working on a little fractured fairy tale. So tonight's show is about 20 minutes long. If we were in person, we would have, props and costumes and everything, but we're in a Zoom. This world is just crazy right now. So that said, I want to say thank you and taking time out of your schedule to join us. Also, we've learned so much new technology and all that's going on in this world. There's going to be technology issues tonight. I've got one of my leads is saying she's trying to get on through her phone. She just got kicked out. Like all day she's been fine. Here it is Showtime. She got kicked out.
I'm here on my phone right now, actually.
Oh, yay! Cool.
I hope it works. I'll try to turn my camera on. I hope that works, but
yeah, and maybe try to set up your, there you are. Yes, I can see you. Perfect.
Okay.
So what I want you parents to know is these tech issues have not hindered us. The show must go on, but most of all, that means your students are just amazing and resilient people. And that is a skill that we could use in life. Resiliency is important to take with you. So I'm thankful that your kids are being resilient in seventh grade and learning how to overcome any challenges that we have. So there's that. I did have everybody, all the audience should be muted when they come in. That was a setup I did. If you've tinkered with the settings in any way, please make sure that you keep your mic muted. We have it set up to where it's speaker view. So whoever's talking is the person you're going to see. And at the right-hand corner, if you want to change yours to speaker view, it makes the show a little easier to follow. If you hover in the right hand corner, it'll say view and you click on there in speaker view. You can have your settings however you want, but that's what we've chosen to do. And then I am on Zoom and there might be an intruder that pops in. I will immediately kick them out. But sometimes intruders come in with ill intentions and he could or she could drop a bomb. Don't know what it might be, a word or whatever, but they will be kicked out immediately. But that's just a chance we're going to take in this platform. The Zoom was one of the easiest ways to invite and showcase for parents, but it also comes with a risk. I want you to know that if you see someone in all black tonight, that means that they're an understudy or filling in for someone who for some reason got kicked out or they couldn't make it. So all black just means they're really helping out. So don't say anything, like, oh, I wonder why they don't have on a costume. So there's a lot of reasons why we need people to help fill in. Thanks for being here. I hope you and your family are doing well. I know that we're in a crazy time and life is upside down, but I hope this this 20-minute ditty that we're going to show you takes you away, escapes for just a few minutes of your day. I'm super excited. The kids have some LED lights and some of them are using them in the show. That's going to be fun. I've asked the kids to create and build their own costumes from home. We've had a couple of class sessions where we brainstormed and we've looked at pictures for inspiration. And then at the end of the day, they get to decide what costume they want and what that looks like. Some of the kids came up with props and some didn't, and that was their call if they wanted to. So I would like you to kind of look for their high energy, look for their character development, and look at their vocal and facial expressions. But most of all, I want you to see your kids being resilient and having fun. At the end of the show, we'll have about 5 or 10 minutes to kind of open the mic and see if the parents have any questions or comments or anything you want to say or ask of the cast members. But thank you so much for being here. And without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the kids and ask them to take away and let us entertain you. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you a comedy, a fractured fairy tale, a tale called Rapunzel Uncut. Take it away, kids.
Once upon a time, there was a good man and his wife.
Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
Is that the best? I mean, no offense, but all fairy tales start off with once upon a time. Where's the originality?
I'm trying to tell a story of Rapunzel. Do you mind?
Oh, that one. Let me tell you, you got the story all wrong.
Well, maybe you would like to tell it.
No, you just keep going and I'll tell you when you make a mistake.
Great. Anyways, as I was saying, once upon a time there was a good man and his wife. They lived in a quaint little house in the country, and all was good except one small problem.
Hear about the witch?
No, what?
Well, it seems that she's moved in right next to the quaint little house in the country.
That's right, the witch had moved in right next door.
Do you think we should warn them?
Sure, they already know.
See, like, why do people always think witches are bad?
It's a fairy tale. All witches are bad. Now pay attention.
Sorry.
Oh, look, here comes the man of the house. Excuse me, sir, but did you know that the witch just moved in next door to you?
Which witch?
The witch.
You mean the witch with the stitch? Oh, you mean the rich witch.
No, she fell in a ditch.
Well, which witch is which? I mean, which witch is the witch that moved in next door?
The horrible mean witch who grows radishes.
Oh, that witch.
Yes, that witch.
Oh my. I better get home and tell my wife. She loves radishes, which is a problem because of the witch. Oh, never mind.
And who wrote this stuff?
So the man rushed home to find his wife, who at the time was pregnant with their first child.
Pregnant? This woman looks like she's car. What did you do? Lose a bet? What are you having, a child or a litter? Holy hot wings, girl. Call Jenny Craig.
Can we continue?
Yeah, but after this show, this girl needs to call Richard Simmons or something.
Witch, move, witch.
What are you saying? I sent you out to get some chicken wings. Now where are they?
Forgot. Witch, help.
You forgot. Do I look like I can get up and get it myself? I'm having a baby here. I knew I should have written it on your forehead. Man.
We have to move. A witch just moved in next door.
A witch? Which witch?
Not the witch with the stitch and not the witch with the itch. It's not the rich witch or the witch that fell in the ditch. It's the...
I thought the witch with the itch was the rich witch who fell in the ditch. But which witch to which?
Don't go there.
the one that grows radishes.
At the sound of the word radishes, her mouth watered, stomach growled, and lips quivered.
Just say no, honey. You can do it.
I love radishes.
Yes, I know, but we can't eat hers or else she'll put an evil spell on us.
Look, I'm hungry and pregnant, and both of those are your fault. Now, since I don't have any chicken, thank you very much. I expect some radishes now.
But dear.
Now. If I don't get one of those radishes, I'm gonna die.
But sweetie.
I can see the light.
Please don't.
I'm fading fast. Goodbye, world.
Now come on.
You have to help my mother plan the funeral.
Okay, I'll get you some radishes. Just don't mention your mother.
Get the real red ones and make sure they're not bruised. Oh, I do love radishes. It's not as good as chicken, though.
So the man climbed the wall ever so quietly, as to not awaken the witch. Hey, the wall.
Oh dear. Okay, calm down. Just grab a couple of radishes and get back home. Grab and run. Grab and run. Run, run, run.
To the nearest shrink. This guy's life is more messed up than the 2000 presidential election.
When the witch caught him stealing, she jumped out and grabbed him.
Wait a minute. That's not how it happened. The witch thought he was a prowler, so she tapped him on the shoulder.
She thought he was a prowler. Then why didn't she call the police?
This is a fairy tale. There are no police, and you call yourself a narrator.
However it happened, the witch caught him stealing.
What are you doing?
Please, my wife, pregnant. Don't put a spell on me.
Why would I want to put a spell on you? I know you. You're my neighbor. Your wife is pregnant, right?
Yes, and she wants your radishes, or she says she will die.
Well, why didn't you just ask me? I would have given them to you
Oh, well, may I have some?
on one condition. You give me your first child.
So the man agreed.
Hold up, that's not right.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah, but there was more to that statement.
As a voice teacher, I've always wanted to teach someone to sing.
See?
Good grief. Anyways, the man went home to his wife, and when they had their beautiful baby, they named her Rapunzel.
And as promised, the father took her to the witch for singing lessons.
Oh, really? Then how do you explain them never seeing Rapunzel again?
I was getting to that. Well, on the way home, Rapunzel's mother decided to stop over some chicken. Unfortunately, she choked on a chicken bone and died. The father was so distraught that he was only living on a farm in Kansas with chickens until he died.
Where's Kansas?
Somewhere over the rainbow. The townspeople had never heard the whole story, so they assumed that the witch had kidnapped Rapunzel.
Then how do you explain them locking her up in a tower?
Better acoustics for her singing lessons.
Out in the middle of the forest.
No distractions. The years went by and Rapunzel's voice could be heard far and wide.
What is that noise? Well, can she cry a little softer? Someone buy her a dog.
Look, here comes the prince.
Ah, good morning, my good peasants.
Good morning, Prince.
Tell me, what is that enchanting sound I hear?
You mean the horrible noise?
I do?
It's the cry of Rapunzel, my prince.
Who?
Rapunzel, you know, the girl who was kidnapped by the witch.
Which? Which witch?
Enough with the witch jokes.
Who are they?
They're the narrators. They tell the story.
Story? What story?
This story.
We're in a story? I mean, of course, we're in a story, yes. Continue, narrators.
Well, the prince was so intrigued with the story of Rapunzel that he vowed to find the poor girl and free her.
I vow to find the poor girl and free her.
So he set off in search of her.
I set off in search of her.
You know you have to move to find her.
I do? Yes, that's it. Off I go to find...
Rapunzel.
Yes, that's it. Off I go to find Rapunzel.
Meanwhile, in the tower, Rapunzel and the witch were working on their daily voice lessons.
Now try it again. No. You're not listening.
Well, I can't listen. I'm having a bad day.
What's wrong?
I ran out of mascara and I need another mirror.
But you have 37 in your room.
I know, but I need one over my bed so I can see my beautiful face in the morning. Someone as pretty as me should always have a mirror around so they could admire themselves. I shouldn't be forced to look at ugly people.
But darling, I'm the only one you ever see.
I know.
Okay, that does it. I'm sick of your bad attitude. I took you in out of the kindness of my heart, and I gave you everything you ever wanted, and all I asked for in return was a little bit of respect. Just a little bit of R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. C-C. See you later. I'm going to town. You're grounded. You have to sing your scales all day till you get them right.
Fine. It's not like I ever get to do anything else here anyways.
Fine.
Fine.
Look, this is the one act play, so can we cut the Family Feud act?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm going to the market. I'll be back later this afternoon.
Fine. Sorry.
So Rapunzel was left all alone in the tower when who should come to the tower wall but the prince.
Ah, I believe this is the place where that enchanting cry is coming from. Hello up there!
Rapunzel stopped her singing and looked down at the man. He was the first man she had ever seen.
Can it be true? Another perfect person? One who looks as beautiful as me? Can the small world hold such a beauty? Hello down there.
Ah, I see her in a tower.
Not the brightest crayon in the box, is he?
Shush!
My name's Rapunzel.
And my name is, well, actually, I don't know. People just call me Prince. I heard that enchanting sound and came to find out where it was coming from.
Oh, that was my singing.
When I hear her singing, it's like music to my ears.
This guy's a couple cards short of a full deck.
Would you please be quiet?
Would you like to come up?
Yes, but how do I get up?
Try the door.
I don't exactly know. My voice teachers never let me out.
Voice teacher?
The witch.
Witch? Which witch?
If you say it again, I'm gonna have to hurt you.
Then Rapunzel remembered she had never cut her hair. By now it was quite long.
I just remembered that I've never cut my hair, and by now it's long enough for you to climb up.
You know, if she says it first, you have to say it again.
Well,
Please.
excuse me.
You want a piece of this?
Bring it on, girl.
Please, not in front of the audience. So the prince cried out.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. For some odd reason, I've always wanted to say that.
The prince climbed up and they were all alone in the tower and they didn't even notice the sun go down.
That wasn't so hard. So why have you never cut your hair?
Because if I cut my hair, I'd get split ends, and then I'd be ugly, and then I'd be forced to live in a dark cave far, far away.
Just smile and nod. Smile and nod.
So the two were alone in the tower. They didn't even notice the sun go down. And when the witch came home, she was infuriated.
No, she wasn't. She was shocked.
And she threw the prince out the window.
He fell out the window because he was trying to lean against the window and there wasn't any glass.
He fell into a thorn bush and went blind.
His hat covered his eyes and he was too stupid to realize it.
The witch cut off all of Rapunzel's hair.
No!
Aren't you glad that you know that one?
No, the witch actually did that.
Then she cast Rapunzel out into the forest.
The chick was 23. It was time for her to get out the house.
So Rapunzel was all alone in the forest when she soon saw her love, the prince.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Upon seeing the prince, she ran and embraced him.
Oh no! I thought I'd never see you again. I thought I'd only see ugly people. They're everywhere, and they don't even know they're ugly.
I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, my sweet Rapunzel, I am blind.
Oh no!
And what's worse, I can't see either.
Oh no! Narrators, help me! Please tell me what to do.
You have to cry into his eyes.
Or you could just open them.
Cry?
Yes, tears of true love.
Give me a break.
I mean, normally I would. It would ruin my mascara. But since I'm out and I'm not wearing any, okay.
I can see. It's a miracle.
Or it's a natural everyday occurrence of an eyelid opening so one can see.
And the two lived happily ever after.
Right.
Okay, what now?
Come on, you know as well as I do that the prince did nothing but sit on his fat butt all day and watch ESPN and Rapunzel all the credit cards and went shopping. They each had separate wings in the castle and never saw each other unless they were making a public appearance.
Go Alabama! Come on!
Shopping time!
Oh, Avery, could you come here just one tiny little minute? I come here today to tell these wonderful people the nice story of Rapunzel with good heroes and bad villains, and we seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot. You seem to think it's amusing to contradict everything I say. Well, let me tell you something, miss. I've had it with you and your true version of the story. I come here today to try to tell everybody the wonderful story of Rapunzel. Rapunzel was sweet, the witch was bad, the prince was good, and they lived happily ever after.
Okay, whatever you say.
Now I'm going home to take a nice hot bubble bath and some aspirin.
Take some Prozac while you're at it.
Punch. Nice to have met you.
Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Little Red Riding Hood.
Hey, wait up! You've got the one wrong all too!
And the crowd goes wild. Woo! Oh, fantastic, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys so much right now. Okay. Cass, if you will, just make yourself available in front of your camera. Parents and family and friends that are here, please unmute your mic and have something to say if you'd like to. I hope you enjoyed the show. But any questions or any comments? If we were in person, you might bring us some flowers, or you might, I don't know. But does anybody want to unmute and say anything or ask us anything? Because I think they feel your love.
They did a great job. Good job, Cass.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Brothers. That's Mother's mother.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you, Mr. Tandy. Your daughter's quite a good little actress.
Yeah, she's all right.
If you do say so yourself.
Amen.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Great.
And that was Amina's grandfather. Does she make you proud? She was quite a little storyteller.
She did great.
We loved it.
Good. Well, I didn't want to forget to give a shout out to Abby. We do a tech crew every season, and this season was a little different because we're not in person. And Abby has just been filling in anytime someone was absent, and we had her on standby if somebody got kicked out. So even though you didn't get to see Abby, if you want to turn your camera on and say hi, just to get your full credit, I want to give a shout out to her for being that catch-all. I don't know if any of you are old Cardinal fans from the 1980s, but Herb Crook used to be called the garbage can man. He could throw up anything and turn trash into treasure. He was that kind of ball player. Well, Abby is that kind of team player. Every time we needed her, she was there for us. So while Tech Crew didn't get much in this format, I do want to give a shout out to Abby. So Abby, do you want to say hi or anything? Just got a shout.
Thank you for all your work.
You are welcome. Thank you for coming. Well, guys, that's our show. Unless anybody has anything to say. Cass, do you want to say anything to your parents or chime in on anything?
Thank you everyone for coming, and it was really awesome to have people support us. So thank you.
Yay. Well, we had an audience of about 40 at one point, so that's a great audience. Thank you.
There is one more question.
Yes.
This is for narrator 2. I believe it's played by Avery Tandy. Miss Tandy, what was your motivation for your character in this performance?
Oh, you gotta love it.
Well, My motivation, I just thought of my older sister, Kennedy Alexis Tandy. She's always a very sassy person. And anyone who's just sassy, so they always have an attitude. So that's what I base this off of. So my inspiration.
Very good. Good.
I love it. Well, in the comments, we love our Rapunzel. Great job, everyone. Clap, clap, clap. Good job, Wicker Witch. Oh, that's cute. Instead of Wicked Witch, her last name is Wicker Witch. We love our Rapunzel. You did so good. You were wonderful. Go Abby. Whoop, go Abby. So yay. Thank you all so much for your support. And thank you to everyone. Anyone else want to chime in before we wrap up?
I thought it was a great program. The kids did wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that we got to showcase because they missed out. Some of them missed out on their spring show as a sixth grader. And I just couldn't let another semester go by without some type of performance. You know, you do all the skill building in the classroom. And at the end of the day, it's so you can do a performance. So we just couldn't go any longer because who knows when we're going to get back in school. So I'm glad we did something. I'm glad you came and they were marvelous. I have to agree. It's marvelous.
Hey, Miss JJ, just want
Yes.
to say thank you for continuing to provide opportunity for them to be able to do these things. Because we know this is a completely, just new way of doing stuff. You have to be innovative. We just really appreciate you just continuing to provide these opportunities for our kids.
Oh, thank you for the shout out and you're welcome. And I try to lead by example. And if I ask these kids to step out of their comfort zone and I stay in the safe zone, I'm not really a good example. And I told the kids, I've never done this before. It could be fun. It could be a disaster, but either way, it's going to be a learning experience. Let's go do it. So thank you for the shout out. And I'm just glad your kids took the ride with me. I couldn't imagine a better group to do it with. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, guys. So now this is the part where I'm going to kick you out and make room for more people. Now you can stay. There's another cast that's coming. I have 4 casts. It's the exact same show. Different students are doing it for a different audience. Feel free to stay if you want. Your child may or may not be in it. I've got some kids filling in, but I'm going to make way for cast 2. So cast 1, you are free to go. Cast 1's parents and family, thank you for coming. You are free to go. I'll see you guys next week, or if you're helping out, I'll see some of you tomorrow for tomorrow night's show.
Well done, Avery.
Well, good night. You guys take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night. Okay, well, guys, I have about a minute or less than a minute, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome, and parents, I'm so excited, and family members and friends, I'm so excited you're here. This is only the 3rd virtual show I've ever done, and for your kids, it might be the 1st virtual show they've ever done. It's new and it's exciting, and in some ways it's scary for people, but I like to think in drama, we're more fearless than the average citizen. So coming in and doing a show like this is just something that we look forward to doing. Yes, there might be some tech issues. Yes, we might have some challenges to overcome, but at the end of the day, I think that we are really gonna knock it home. And if we have some issues, then we'll just deal with it when we come across it. Earlier, somebody lost their camera just right before the show started. So things happen out of our control. What we can control is our performance, and I hope your students are showcasing their talents. We have not performed. Some of the kids in 6th grade did not get to do their spring show because MTI. So it's been a while since we've performed, but we've been doing all this skill work in the classroom. And what is the point of doing skill work if you don't get to show off all your new talents? So we're thankful that you're here. We're glad to be doing a show. And it's going to be fun. It's something different. So if you can, just make sure you keep that mic on mute. I did set up the settings when you came in. It should have been on mute. So just don't play with any of that and you should be fine. I also have the view set for being when the speaker view. So whoever's talking, that will be the person you'll see. So you'll know where to look because, there might be a film strip full of all kinds of people. You're like, where do I look? But if you're in speaker view, which is that top right-hand corner, it tells you where to go. You should only see the person talking. We are in a Zoom format. There is a chance an intruder might pop in because they're hackers that just look for ways to get in Zoom meetings. So the firewalls are a little different in Zoom. We're out in the real world instead of the insulated school world of firewalls and protection. So that said, if someone intrudes and they're not supposed to be here, I will watch the host, the participants, but they could drop a bomb, meaning a word or a thing that they are not supposed to do before they go. I have no control over that, but I will kick them out as fast as I can. But the show must go on. If you see someone dressed in all black, just know that they're filling in for someone. I've got a few students on standby. They're called understudies. In the event that someone loses their connection right away, we want to throw them in at the last minute. So they may not be in costume because they're neutral, because they're filling in for someone. And then I want to just say that this is a 20-minute show. And then at the end, I was going to open up the mics and let the students either have a little chat with you, or you can ask some questions. If you were in person, some of you might bring flowers to your performers. Some of you might want to take pictures. So we'll just have a few minutes after the show just to kind of marinate, if you will, with what just happened and enjoy it. Some of the kids have these really cool LED lights in their room. I've encouraged them to use them for setting a mood. I've asked your kids to build their own costumes from home. Many of them did a marvelous job coming up with stuff on their own and creating and building one. Some of them had costumes from home. Some of them bought things. You're going to see a variety of creativity. Some of them may have props, again, working from home. Everybody's just doing what they can to work from home. This is like a radio show, and that vocal expression is super important. So what I'd like you to look for is the energy of your performer, their vocal expression, probably some facial expression, and just some fun acting. But most of all, I hope your kids are having fun and they're building confidence and enjoying this creative outlet that we have. The world is crazy. We're glad you're here. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can take you away to Neverland for about 20 minutes and give you something to smile about. So without further ado, I'm going to give you 7 Innovators and 7 Voyagers version of a fractured fairy tale entitled Rapunzel Uncut. Kids, take it away.
Once upon a time in a land far, far away, there lived a good man and his wife.
Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
Is that the best you can do? I mean, no offense, but all fairy tales start off with once upon a time. Where's the originality?
I'm trying to tell the story of Rapunzel. Do you mind?
Oh, that one. Let me tell you, they got that one all wrong.
Well, maybe you would like to tell it.
No, you just keep going. I'll tell you when you make a mistake.
Great. Anyways, as I was saying, once upon a time in a land far, far away, there lived a good man and his wife. They lived in a quaint little house in the country. It was a nice house, except for one small problem.
Did you hear about the witch?
No, what?
Well, it seems that she's moved in right next to the quaint little house in the country.
That's right. The witch had moved in right next door.
No, next to those 2 dear people?
Yes.
Do you think we should warn them?
I'm sure they already know.
See, like that. Why do people always think witches are bad?
It's a fairy tale. All witches are bad in fairy tales. Now, pay attention.
Sorry.
Oh, look, here comes the man of the house. Excuse me, sir, but did you know that the witch just moved in next door to you?
Which witch?
The witch.
You mean the witch with the witch with the stitch?
No, she means with the witch with the itch, not the witch with the stitch.
Oh, you mean the rich witch?
No, she fell in a ditch.
Well, which witch is which? I mean, which witch is the witch next door?
The horrible mean witch who grows radishes.
Oh, that witch.
Yes, that witch.
Oh my, I better get home and tell my wife. She loves radishes, which is a problem because of the witch. I mean, oh, never mind.
Man, who wrote this stuff?
So he rushed home where he found his precious wife, who at the time was pregnant with their first child.
Pregnant? This woman looks like she swallowed a car. What did you do? Lose a bet? What are you having, a child or a litter? Holy hot wings, girl. Call Jenny Craig.
Can we continue?
Yeah, but after this show, this girl needs to call Richard Simmons or something.
Hi, witch. Move, witch.
What are you saying? I sent you to get some chicken wings. Now where are they?
Forgot. Witch, help.
You forgot? Do I look like I can get up and get it myself? I knew I'd have written it on your forehead. Men. Ugh.
We have to move. A witch just moved in next door.
A witch? Which witch?
Not the witch with the stitch and not the witch with the itch. It's not the rich witch or the witch that fell in the ditch. It's the...
I thought the witch with the itch was the rich witch who fell in the ditch, but which witch to which?
Don't go there.
The one that grows radishes.
At the sound of the word radishes, her mouth began to water, her stomach growled, and her lips quivered.
Just say no, honey. You can do it.
I love radishes.
Yes, I know, but we can't eat hers or else she'll put an evil spell on us.
Look, I'm hungry and pregnant, and both of those are your fault. Now, since I don't have any chicken, thank you very much, I expect some radishes. Now.
But dear...
Now. If I don't get those radishes, I'm gonna die.
But sweetie...
I can see the light.
Please don't.
I'm fading fast. Goodbye, world.
Now, come on.
You'll have to help my mother plan my funeral.
Okay, I'll get you some radishes. Just don't mention your mother.
Good. Get the real red ones and make sure they're not bruised. Oh, I do love radishes. Still not as good as chicken though.
So the man climbed the wall of the witch's garden ever so quietly so as not to waken her. The wall.
Oh dear. Okay, calm down. Just grab a couple radishes and get back home. Grab and run. Grab and run. Run, run, run.
Didn't hear a shrink. This guy's life is more messed up than the 2000 presidential election.
When suddenly the witch jumped out and grabbed him.
Ah!
Wait, that's not how it happened. The witch thought he was a prowler and tapped him on the shoulder.
Ah!
If she thought he was a prowler, then why didn't she call the police?
This is a fairy tale. There are no police, and you call yourself a narrator.
Well, however it happened, the witch caught him stealing.
What are you doing?
Please, my wife, pregnant. Don't put an evil spell on me.
Why would I want to put a spell on you? I know you. You're my neighbor. Your wife is pregnant, right?
Yes, and she wants your radishes, or she says she'll die.
Well, why didn't you just ask me? I would have given them to you.
Oh, well, may I have some?
On one condition, you give me your first child.
So the man agreed.
Hold up, that is not right.
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah, but everyone always cuts off her speech. There was more to that statement.
As a voice student, I've always wanted to teach someone to sing.
See?
Good grief. So the man agreed with the witch and brought the radishes back home to his wife. When his wife had their beautiful baby, they named it Rapunzel.
And as promised, the witch took her to singing lessons.
Oh, really? Then how do you explain the parents never seeing Rapunzel?
I was getting to that. On the way home, the mother stopped off for some chicken. Unfortunately, she choked on a chicken bone and died. The father was so distraught, he became a hermit, living only with chickens in a farm in Kansas till he died.
Where's Kansas?
Somewhere under the rainbow. Anyways, the witch took in Rapunzel out of the kindness of her heart. The townspeople never heard the whole story, so they thought the witch had kidnapped her.
Then why did she stick her in a tower? Hey, the tower.
Better acoustics for her singing.
Out
Better
in the middle of the
acoustics
forest?
for her singing lessons. No distractions. The years went by, and Rapunzel's voice could be heard far and wide.
What is that noise?
It's the cry of Rapunzel.
Well, can she cry a little softer?
Be nice. She's a prisoner and she's lonely.
Someone buy her a dog.
Look, here comes the man of the house.
Good morning, my good peasants.
Good morning, Prince.
Tell me, what is that enchanting sound I hear?
You mean the horrible noise?
I do?
It's the cry of Rapunzel, my prince.
Who?
Rapunzel, you know, the girl who was kidnapped by the witch.
Which? Which?
Enough with the witch jokes.
Who are they?
They're the narrators, they tell the story.
Story? What story?
This story.
We're in a story? I mean, of course we're in a story. Continue, narrators.
Well, the prince was so intrigued with this story of Rapunzel that he vowed to find the poor girl and free her.
I vow to find the poor girl and free her.
So he set off in search of her.
I set off in search of her.
You know you have to move to find her?
I do? Yes, that's it. Off I go to find...
Rapunzel.
Yes, that's it. Off I go to find Rapunzel.
Meanwhile, in the forest, Rapunzel and the witch were working on their daily voice lesson.
Now, try it again.
La 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 la.
No. You are not listening.
Well, I can't listen. I'm having a bad day.
What's wrong?
I ran out of mascara and I need another mirror.
You have 37 in your room.
I know, but I need one over my bed so I can see my beautiful face in the morning. Someone as pretty as me should always have a mirror to themselves. I shouldn't be forced to look at people.
But darling, I'm the only one you ever see.
I know.
You know what? That does it. I am sick of your bad attitude. I took you in out of the kindness of my heart, gave you everything you could ever want, and all I asked for in return was a little respect. Just a little bit of R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C. See you later. I'm going to town. You have to sing your scales all day till you get them right.
Fine. It's not like I ever do anything else anyways.
Fine.
Fine.
Look, this is only a one-act play, so we can cut the family feud act.
Sorry.
I'm going to town. I'll see you later this afternoon.
Fine. Sorry.
So Rapunzel was left in the tower alone, singing her scales when who should come to the tower wall but the prince?
I believe this is the place where the enchanting cry is coming from.
Rapunzel stopped her singing and looked down at the man. He was the first man she had ever seen.
Can it be true? Another perfect person? One who looks as beautiful as me? Can the small world hold such beauty? Hello down there.
I see you're in a tower.
Not the brightest crayon in the box, is he?
Shh.
My name is Rapunzel.
And my name is, well, actually, I don't know. People just call me Prince. I heard that enchanting sound and I came to find out where it was coming from.
Oh, that was my singing.
When I hear your singing, it's like music to my ears.
This guy has a couple cards short of a full deck.
Would you please be quiet?
Would you like to come up?
Yes, but how do I get up?
Try the door.
I don't know. My voice teacher has never let me out.
Voice teacher?
The witch.
Which witch?
If you say it, I'm going to have to hurt you.
Then Rapunzel remembered that she had never cut her hair, and by now it was quite long.
I just remembered that I've never cut my hair, and by now it's long enough to climb up.
You know, if she says it first, you don't have to say it again.
Well, excuse me.
You want a piece of this?
Bring it on, boy.
Please, not in front of the audience. So the prince cried out,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. For some odd reason, I've always wanted to say that. See, that wasn't so hard. So why have you never cut your hair?
Because my hair is perfect, just like the rest of me. And if I cut it, I would get split ends. And then I would be ugly and have to live in a dark cave far, far away.
Just smile and nod. Smile and nod.
So the two lovebirds were alone in the tower. They didn't even notice the sun go down and the witch arrived home. When she found the two, she was infuriated.
No, she wasn't. She was shocked.
And she threw the prince out the window.
The prince was trying to lean against the window, but since there wasn't any glass out there, she fell out.
He fell into a thorn bush and went blind.
His hat covered his eyes, and he's too stupid to realize it.
The witch then cut off all of Rapunzel's hair. Aren't you gonna fight me on this one?
No, the witch actually did do that.
Then she cast her out into the forest.
The chick was like 23. It was time to get out of the house.
So Rapunzel went out into the forest where she soon saw her love, the prince.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Pull your hat up.
I'm still blind.
You've got to be kidding.
Upon seeing her love, Rapunzel ran and embraced him.
Oh, Prince, I thought I would never see you again. I thought I would only see ugly people. They're everywhere. They don't even know they're ugly.
I'm not even going there.
Oh, my sweet Rapunzel, I'm blind.
Oh, no.
And what's worse, I can't see either.
Oh, no. Narrators, please help me. Tell me what to do.
You have to cry into his eyes to heal them.
Or you could just open them.
Cry?
Yes, tears of true love.
Give me a break.
What it says in the book.
Well, normally I wouldn't. It would ruin my mascara. But since I'm not wearing any, okay.
I can see. It's a miracle.
Or it's a natural everyday occurrence of an eyelid opening so that one's eye can see.
And the prince took Rapunzel away to his castle, and they lived happily ever after.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what now?
Come on, you know as well as I do that the prince did nothing but sit on his fat butt all day and watch ESPN. And Rapunzel took all the credit cards and went shopping. They each had a separate wing in the castle and never saw each other unless they were making a public appearance.
Oh, James. Oh, James, could you come over here for one tiny little minute? I came here today to tell these nice people the wonderful story of Rapunzel, and we seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot. I tried to tell a simple little fairy tale, and you seem to think it's amusing to contradict everything I say. Well, let me tell you something, mister. I have had it with you and your true version of the story. I tried to tell a nice fairy tale with bad witches and good heroes, and you come out here and try to act all superior like you know everything. Well, you don't. The witch was bad, the prince was good, Rapunzel was sweet, and they lived happily ever after.
Okay, whatever you say.
Now, I'm going home to soak in a nice hot bubble bath and take some aspirin.
Take some Prozac while you're at it.
Nice to have met you.
Once upon a time, there was a young girl called Little Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm. Hey, wait up. They got that one all wrong, too.
And the crowd goes wild. Yes. James, I am so happy to see you pull that together. I saw you blanking out in that earlier rehearsal. Boy, you pulled it together. Amazing. Thank you for coming through in a big way. Guys, that was fantastic. I was smiling, I was thoroughly entertained, and I really enjoyed your show. So let's just have some shout outs from your audience, and then we'll see if the kids want to say anything. Parents, would you like to unmute your mic, or friends or family members, and have anything to say or ask a question? Any comments from the peanut gallery?
Great job, everybody.
Thank you. Yes, I'm reading the comments. Go Stella, great job to all. This was so cool. Good job. Everyone was great. Anybody else want to unmute and say something?
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it. And good job on the Zoom video too, because you guys did it well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Go Wesley's in the comments. Fantastic to all. Thanks to Miss JJ. That was the awesomest. Thank you. Wesley, great job. We got so many shout outs. Yes. Anybody else want to unmute and chime in on anything?
That was a very good play.
Good job, Ava.
Thank you. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr.
Comedic
Skipworth.
timing was fantastic.
Yay. Good. Fun. Yeah, guys in the comments, I don't know if you're reading them. Wesley, it was good. It was go Allie. Great job. Allie, you brought it, honey. You were so fierce at the end. I was scared of you. I love the energy too. No, it was great. Don't be. It was fantastic. Yes. Well, so my last little shout out is going to go to Abby. Abby is not visually, you can't see her on here because she's the tech crew. If we were in person, she'd be running lights and sound, but because we're in NTI and we had to do this format, this platform, she didn't get to utilize her skills. She was on standby in the event that someone was blanking out or we lost signals. She has been a team player, and Abby has been a comfort for all of us to be like, we've got a backup. So shout out to Abby. And Abby, if you want to unmute your mic and say hi and let us see your face, your cute little face on camera, we can do that real quick. There she is. So Abby is an integral part of the program, but she just wasn't an actor. And when we get in person and we start doing tech crew stuff, she'll be more engaged with all the technology. So thank you, Abby. Okay, we've got in the comments, go Abby, great job, Ben. You guys are awesome. I have to agree with everything. Cass, would you like to say anything? Any shout outs to your family members? Any shout outs to each other to give each other a little bit of love? Cass members, do you have anything you want to chime in on?
I'm not really a part of this cast and understudy, but I think you guys did really great and put the show together really well.
Yeah,
thank you.
An understudy, but I think everyone did a really good job on projection and vocal expression, and everyone did a really good job. So good job.
Yay. Ava, slay. Yes, Ava. That attitude, girl, was spot on. And that cry was so funny. I just smiled really big with that cry. You brought it, girl. And I loved it. I'm here for it. Yes, you guys were fantastic. Well, last little shout out. Anybody want to chime in before we wrap up?
When and how do we get the recording?
So I am in a Zoom meeting and it says I'm recording. And so I'm going to, when we get off of here, I'm going to figure out how to find it. I'm going to put it in the students' Google Classroom. And then I'm going to try to put a link for parents. And then I'm going to try to do it on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned because I'm learning all this stuff as we go. But I'm going to be working on it tonight right after the show. So will you follow up with me in about a week or so if you don't see it? Because I'm going to try to figure it out tonight. I have shows all this week. So every night I'm doing shows with other classes. So if it's not this time next week, just give me another reminder, but I am working on it. So the YouTube channel, Kim Joyner 50, the Google Classroom, the kids will have access to, and then that parent email that you got this invite to. Those are the 3 places I plan on putting it.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I thought your son did a great job.
I'm biased. I think he did a good job too, though.
Well, I concur, and I'm the professional, so we're in agreement. His nerves were getting him right before we went on. I don't know if you saw that, but boy, he pulled it out right at the right clutch. In the clutch, he was good. Thank you, Ms. Davis, for the shout out. You know, one of the things I like to make sure I lead by example, and I tell the kids to step out of their comfort zone all the time. And so it's only fair that I step out of my comfort zone and show them that, hey, you have to be brave. You have to try things. So thank you for the shout out. And I'm glad that your students were willing to go on this ride with me. I couldn't think of a better group to do it with. They've been resilient. They've been amazing. We have problem solved more things than I can tell you. They have brought things to me that I didn't know. They've listened when I brought things they didn't know. It's been a great collaboration. I am beyond thrilled to share your children. So thank you for that. But anybody else, one last little shout out before we wrap it up? Okay. Well, thank you again for being here. Kids, you are off the hook for a while. If any of you are helping out tomorrow for CAS 3 and 4, you can touch base with me tomorrow if you need to. I will put the stuff in the stream. Thank you so much for tonight. I thought you were amazing. I can't wait to see what we're going to do next. I pray that we get to do it in person next time, but if not, I feel like if we have to do a spring show this way, we're going to be fierce and nail it. So thank you. Great job. You guys take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see you next week in class. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks.
You bet. Good night.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Not enough witch jokes. Oh, not the witch jokes. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking at the chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Avery. Thank you, Chloe, for helping out and filling in. It was nice to have that support. I felt the support. So thank you.
So tomorrow, are we just going to do the same thing? And then when do I need to come in?
So I think tomorrow I can start a little later because I think now that we've done it a couple of times and I know more what to expect and I think the kids are a little more confident. So I think tomorrow we'll start at 4:30 or 5 instead of 4:30. And then I'll let kids pick and choose. So just look for the stream and I'll do some updates in there, but probably 5 o'clock at the latest.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, good night. Yes, Allie, great job. B, amazing. Oh, B's bestie is here. Oh, what a supportive bestie you are. Thank you all so much.